Hello everyone and welcome to the hands-on demo on Amazon Athena. So the first step is to create an S3 bucket for Athena data. So basically S3 bucket will be used to store the query results of Athena queries. So for that I will log into AWS console and I am at AWS console home. So search for S3 first. And click on create bucket. So just give it a name, Athena queries, whatever name you feel like, and I just put a random number at the end so that it does not conflict with any other bucket for any other from any other account universally. So and just click create bucket. Okay, so the bucket is created. Next step is to go to Athena. So just search for Athena. So I'll open this in a new tab. So once you come here, click on settings. So here also you can see the message before you run your first query. You need to set up a query result location in Amazon S3. So you come to settings and you click on manage. You can say browse S3 and choose the S3 bucket which you have just created and click on save. Then you can go back to editor. So this part of assigning an S3 bucket to Athena is done. Next is to create a database. So on the left you will observe the data source is AWS data catalog and this is the default database, but we will be creating our own database, which is a best practice. So this has successfully created a database and you can see automatically it has switched to my database. Next is to inspect some sample log data which is provided by AWS, and this data is available to everyone publicly. So this is at Athena example -US East 1. So it is available in all the regions, but I'll just use US East 1 and I'll show you what information is there. So if I take this command, so this has got six total log files, and if I can take the command and copy it to my local machine, so I'm just copying it to desktop. Okay, now I'll just open that file in a text editor, and this is how the file looks like. There is a date, there is a time, and there is a location, and there are other fields like byte, IP, source IP, HTTP method, referrer, and some more information like what URL was fetched, status code, and the client info. So this we have seen, this is the log data format. And now we will be creating a table. So this command is saying create external table if not exist, and this will be the table name. And we are specifying this left hand side is the column and right hand side is the type of the column. So we have just date, we have to quote in this backticks because date is a keyword also, and then time, location, bytes, request IP, method, host, URI, status, HTTP status, refer, and the client info. And we are saying it is row format delimited. Fields are separate, terminated by tab. So it's a tab separated value, TSV file, and lines terminated by new line, and location. So we are giving the whole thing. So it will pick all the 6 files and it will insert, it will create the table with all the data into this particular, this table name, CloudFront logs. So I'll copy the whole command. So this command database is successful. Now I will paste the whole command and click on run. So the query is successful. So as soon as the query is successful, you will observe that on the left hand side there are tables, and the table is created along with all the column and their column respective column types. So this is the result, and next I will be running a query, and this query is searching how many hits are there for a browser based on the browser. So in the client info field, so there is, if it is IE, if this string is present, then it's saying the browser is Internet Explorer. If Chrome is present, it's Chrome. Firefox. If nothing is, then other. So this is a case statement. Then we are counting the number of like request count for that number of for the browser, and we are doing a sum of all the bytes as the total bytes from this particular logs, and we are filtering based on the date between this 2014-7/5 to 2014-0/8/5, and then we are grouping by case. So we are just grouping the information, and then it will show you how many total count and bytes we are used by each browser, and we are ordering by so we are sorting finally by the request count. So the highest whichever browser has the highest request count will show up first. So I'll take the whole query. So I'll just keep this query as it is. I can click this plus, and it will open a new query tab, and I paste the SQL query and click on run. So the query has successfully completed. I'll just collapse that, and you can see all the browsers listed, followed based on the request count. So others browser are 889, then Safari, Opera, Chrome, Firefox, and Internet Explorer. So based on the request count, we are ordering the information. So this we have seen the query results. Next is I'll just show you the recent queries. So if you come here, you can click on recent queries. So this is editor, and we are in query 1, query 2. So there are 4 super tabs like recent queries, saved queries, and settings. We have seen the settings. If I come to recent queries, so this is the query which we have just run. So herein what you can do, you can actually download results. So you can do something like download results. So I'll just save it to desktop. So I'll just copy the file name. So if after saving it to the desktop, I'll just show you how it looks like. So I'll open that in the. So this is a CSV file, and this is the what was the output that we got. Next is you can also download the CSV. So I'll copy the file name, save. Okay, so I'll just have to double quote that. So this is the whole query that was triggered. So one more option is you can save the query into what we call as named query or saved query. So for that you have to go to the editor, and this query 2, because here we triggered it from this place. So we can click these 3 dots and save as, and give it a name. So I'll just call it as saved query 1. So once you have saved any query, if you come to saved queries, you should see your query and along with the execution ID. So now we don't need, so you can now at this point you can do the cleanup. You can delete the database and S3 bucket. So for that, this particular database can be seen or can be deleted from this service called AWS Glue. So I have to go to AWS Glue first. So I'll open that in a new tab, and under data catalog databases, this can be deleted from the Glue service, not directly from the Athena. So just select my database and click on delete. So successfully deleted. Okay. So next is to delete the S3 bucket also. So S3 buckets are already open in this particular tab. So I just select Athena queries and click on delete. So it's saying bucket is not empty. So just click on empty bucket and type in or copy paste this permanently delete. And now if I go to the, so I just click exit and now select Athena queries, delete and type in the whole thing. So just copy paste the bucket name, paste it, and this will delete the S3 bucket also. And that's all. Thanks for watching.